Hi, everybody. It's me, it's Javon. I wanted to come on here and give you guys a real quick glimpse into what I'm hoping to do with this Photoshop class or Lightroom class or just editing class in general. When I was teaching with the Art Center, I never got a chance to actually teach my version of editing. And everybody's got their own way of doing things, and so I thought that this would be a really good chance for you to learn a little bit from me about how I actually work on images, especially when it comes to images of people, and just some of my favorite tools and things that I do that help to create the images that I make. So there's definitely some kinks I've got to work out of this, but if you guys sign up, which I think this first class I'm only going to limit it to 5 people, and I've already got one signed up, so that's 4 slots left. Doing it for $99. It's going to be over four different weeks. We'll keep the Tuesdays from 6 to 8, kind of like we had done before, and you'll be meeting me on Zoom. It's easy to set up an account. It's free. The hosts will be me, so I'll be sending you guys out the link for the invitation so that you can join in. As far as Photoshop goes, if you go to adobe.com, there is a $9.99 option to sign up for the subscription. And I believe it's not something that you want to do even for the entire year. You can just sign up for that first month. You'll get 7 days of it for free, and then there's a month that you'll pay for it, which will cover what we need for our class. It'll cost you $10, and you can cancel after the month's up if you decide not to keep using Photoshop and Lightroom. Anyway, so just really quickly wanted to kind of run you through one of the things. I'm working on one of my images now of one of my dancers. And of course, you guys remember, here's one of those things where you can't really see it very well. Oh, there we go. This is my Wacom tablet. This is what I use when I'm editing. Sometimes I use a mouse. And then, of course, I've got the pen that goes with it. And what I'm going to do is actually going to share my screen so that it's just right around here. Give me just a minute. Here we go. And let's see. I think this will work. All right, so right now, hopefully you guys are seeing Photoshop open. And what I'm going to do is I want to talk to you guys about this tool in Photoshop. It's right over here. It's the Lasso tool, but you can use the Lasso tool to get rid of something that you don't want in the picture. And as cute as this little girl is in this shot, she's not going to be in the final shot. And I think it's adorable that she was there to help. This is Lindsay Herring's daughter. Lindsay owns a dance studio in Quitman. And Anna Perry, who is the dancer, was actually modeling for me that day. So I come over here to the sidebar. That's what this is right here. And I click on the Lasso tool. And then I'm going to come and I'm just going to do a very quick lasso around the girl and also the stool that she's on. And so you'll see what we call them the marching ants. They're the little dots that go around her. Now, here's the really cool part. I'm going to come up here to edit. We're going to click edit and we're going to scroll down and click fill. Now, when the fill dialog box pops up right over here where it says, has this little drop down menu. Now yours probably, if it's the first time you've used it, it'll probably start off with maybe something saying foreground color. What we want to do is look for content aware. And what content aware does, we want to make sure our opacity is at 100%. What content aware does is it has, I'm assuming, because I'm you know, computer genius, but it uses an algorithm and samples everything around the selection. And then when we hit OK, it's going to fill in that area with the information that it reads around it. Boom, the little girl is gone. Now, as you can see, she's not completely gone. We do still have some parts that need to be cleaned up a little bit. For instance, right here, this didn't Photoshop that well. And if we zoom in, we can see her hair. Now this one's actually a very easy fix. I can probably come in here and just make a real quick selection to this one, hit edit, fill again, content aware, and we'll see, oh, yeah, that was perfect. Okay, now we do see part of her arm. All right, so let's see if we can do another content aware on this one. Now, content aware is not a tool that has been around forever. It's only been around, I think, for the last maybe year or two. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Not for what we're trying to do. There's little spots on here that I'd like to clean up. And I probably will clean up, maybe not on this video, but just little places. I'm kind of a perfectionist. All right, so the little girl is gone, but now let's come down here where this is. Now, obviously, this is a giant mess. But we don't we don't want it to be a giant mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and click this tool. It's called the clone stamp tool. And on the clone stamp tool, we can make over here, up if you're looking with me, you can actually make the size of the brush. That's what we call this little circle. We call it a brush. We can make it a little bigger. There we go, we're getting there. Now I also have a shortcut for the keyboard where I can use the little parentheses, or actually, sorry, excuse me, the bracket tools. And I know that you guys can't see that. That's one of those things I'm going to get so that you can actually see little keyboard shortcuts and stuff. Makes your life a lot easier. All right, we're going to hit Option on the Mac. And we're just going to come over here. We're going to click it. It's going to take a sampling from the area that we click, and we're going to move our circle over. And we're going to start painting in. And see, that's much, much better. Just right there, much better. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so I do one more just to kind of get rid of that one little area. There we go. And I'm looking to see, oh yeah, and see there's even little things. Like if you look right here, you can see a little circular line. That will annoy me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh, sorry, I got ahead of myself. I'm going to use this. It's called the patch tool. And the patch tool, you just kind of circle the selection you want to try to get rid of. And you're going to move it to another area that looks exactly the way you want to. And we're going to blend it together just like that. We're going to do that same thing here. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. All right. So that's all I'm going to show you for right now because obviously I want you to come back. Oh, you know what? Something else that's just driving me crazy right off the bat is these. And these are what you have to be careful with when you're doing copy and paste or any kind of clone work in Photoshop, is that these little areas right here, they copy with it. And you end up with it's very clear and it stands out that it's very obviously been cloned. And we don't want that. Definitely don't want that. I just cannot get this one little area to go exactly the way I want to. There we go. All right. So now if we go back and we look, this is before and this is after. Before, after. And it didn't take hardly any time at all. So I think that that's really cool. All right. And we are going to stop there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, that's just a brief introduction to some of my favorite tools. And like I said, you guys got to see the lasso tool, you got to see the clone stamp, and you got to see the patch tool. I use these all the time, and I can show you how to use these to even clean up facial blemishes, extra people that you don't want in the picture, extra items that you don't want in the picture. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in my class. I hope to see you soon. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me. You guys know I'm an open door. I will talk to you soon. I'll see you guys. I'll be right here in my class. Bye-bye.